So Little Sparks Global
started in the year 2004. Maybe సరిగా చదవలేదు అందుకే దేవుడు ఇంకా నన్ను స్కూల్లోనే పెట్టినాను.
How do you think the real world learning impacted or shaped your Little Sparks Global?
I did not go in a lateral way saying that okay 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5. I did not learn that way. I learned it the reverse way. What all good things that I find somewhere and how I can inculcate those good things.
So this 2017 mandate, how things shaped in your LSG?
ఇస్రాక్లో బిర్యానీ కనిపిస్తే కానీ నోటి దాకా రాదు అని మ్యాండేట్ ఏం చెప్పారు దట్ యూ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఎ డే కేర్. బట్ ఇది కూడా దాంట్లో ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంది దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ నాట్ వేర్ దే ఆర్ మోర్ దెన్ 50 ఎంప్లాయీస్ యూ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఎ డే కేర్ ఆర్ హ్యావ్ ఎ టైఅప్ విత్ ఇన్ 500 meters from the corporate. That is what the mandate says. So everyone went for or have a tie-up with the nearby preschool. So everyone is not ready to set up a daycare inside. Where are these people? Why are these people not coming? Because these people are in the gated communities. You have supermarket, you have playground, you have everything inside. Daycare also. So now we have come out with a new model where it's just like Airtel or Vodafone, like you pay only that much as you use. But again in 2020 we had COVID hit and it was like completely, I was like zero. So what I established from 2002, 2003, 4, I cannot do what all a mother can do, but I think I can do what all a mother can do. She can feed a kid, I can feed the kid. She can do the nappy change for a child, I can do the nappy change for a child. Can I do toilet training for a kid? Can I do that? Yes, I can teach a child. Can I sit with a child and read a storybook or play with a child? I can do that.
Hello Sathish Garu.
Hello ma'am.
Welcome to Inspiring Minds Collective.
Thank you so much.
Before we start talking about your child care firms, let's know more about you. మీ గురించి, మీ చైల్డ్హుడ్, మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి, మీ ప్రాపర్ ఏంటి, ఇవన్నీ కొంచెం డీటెయిల్స్ చెప్తారా మన ఆడియన్స్?
Sure ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me over here. నా పేరు సతీష్. So I born in Maharashtra and then I was brought up, raised in Orissa. Then I came to Andhra. Now I'm in Telangana. So I've been traveling across India. My childhood has been really good. It was very adventurous. In the sense like I was not good in studies, so I used to enjoy schooling, since my childhood. Pass avadam ante chala pedda vishayam naku. So but today, touch wood, I can say I thank God every day that I'm doing much like any other student who has brought good grades in the class, so I'm as good as them, so I thank God for that. My friends keep asking me like appudu enjoy chestunna ippudu enjoy chestunna, so I said atla gaadu, it's how you look at things.
Right.
Maybe సరిగా చదవలేదు అందుకే దేవుడు ఇంకా నన్ను స్కూల్లోనే పెట్టినాను.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoy what I'm doing right now.
సో చిన్నప్పుడు మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఇలా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకున్నారా, ఇలా ప్రీ స్కూల్స్, లిటిల్ స్పార్క్స్ గ్లోబల్, సంథింగ్ లైక్ దిస్?
we never do that, right? And we never think that పెద్దగా అయిన తర్వాత డబ్బులు సంపాదించాలని ఉంటుంది కానీ స్కూల్లో వెళ్దాం ఇట్లా చేద్దాం అదంతా ఉండదు కదా. సో ఇట్ వాజ్ నెవర్, రాదర్ ఇన్ మై స్కూల్ ఐ వాజ్ ద మోస్ట్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ చైల్డ్. సో ఏ తప్పైనా ఐ వాజ్ హెల్డ్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ ఇట్. సో దే యూజ్డ్ టు సెర్చ్ ఫర్ మీ, ఈడేదైనా పగలు కొట్టింటాడు, వీడేదైనా చేస్తుంటాడు అని. సో ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ yeah, but I am fortunate enough that my parents gave me a good upbringing, and basically that time itself I was into CBSE, so
okay.
So it was good ma'am. So I would always I would always say that I have been the God's most loved child, and so wherever I enjoy whatever I am doing, so I enjoy that.
Right.
This happened all by chance, not by choice.
So Little Sparks Global
started in the year say 2004, 2005. My sister started a preschool basically.
Okay.
And then I used to go there, sit there. That time I did my MBA and I was like out. So parents used to come, I used to talk to them, and telsi తెలియని language lo I used to tell okay school manam id chestam ad chestam, I tell all those things, marketing things. They used to pay me the fees. I said this is something nice, you talk and you get paid for it. And I think that 1 year I got my preschool, my sister's preschool basically, we got it into a break even. So that inspired me, motivated me that let's get to know more about it.
Okay.
So that's how the whole journey began.
సో టెల్ us about your first year, how it was like, అంటే challenges ఏమైనా ఉండినాయి, what happened in the first year?
Nothing, in the sense I was like not aware of the subject of preschool, daycares. ఇదంతా నాకు చాలా కొత్త because I've done my MBA and I worked somewhere that time, and then I came into this line. So I just helping out of helpful nature, so I was just doing that. But somewhere I felt like, there's a lot of things that are missing, or a lot of things that can be done in fact for a child. Even for the small gestures that used to do for the children, their parents felt so happy about that.
Right.
A child did a small art activity and I used to say, your child has done this. Parents feel that it is so precious that my child has done that. Maavadu chesinda idi, maavadu chesinda. And I could see that, so I think this is something very precious which cannot be bought over by any amount. So I felt that is truly precious. Then I used to go to, since I did not have a proper training into this field, so I used to go to another schools across the city. Wherever I used to go to good schools over there, go inside and talk to them as if I've come for admission.
Okay.
And then they'll take me around the school and they'll show me.
స్కూల్ విజిట్
చిన్న ప్రీ స్కూల్ చిన్నగా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు ఇట్లా తీసుకెళ్ళి చూపిస్తారు. ఐ యూస్ టు అబ్జర్వ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాట్ ఈస్ దేర్, గుడ్, నాట్ సో గుడ్. సో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐ అబ్జర్వ్, దెన్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ మై నంబర్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐ విల్ కమ్ అవుట్ అండ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ మేక్ ఎ నోట్ ఆఫ్ 5 good things that I have seen in the school.
Okay.
Every time I do this, every time I keep doing it, over a period of time I've learned so many good things that they do in the school.
Okay.
So I don't look at not so good things, say something is not clean or something is not kept upright. I don't concentrate on that because my focus was to learn, not to tell them that this is not right, that is not right. So I was not there to do that. I went there to learn. I know that I went there to learn. So went there to learn. So I should be like a student. So I used to understand what are the good things about it, ensure that I learn that, and I see that if I can implement those things into my business. There's a beautiful saying in Hindi. They say, "Aapne ustadon se seekha, humne halaton se seekha."
Wow.
You always, you don't always get a master to teach you some things. I think situations made me, and I think that is one burning desire is there still within me. When new schools, new things that come up anywhere, I just go walk in.
Okay.
Try understanding, though I am into this field now for almost now 22 years, 23 years now. But still I find myself as a new person because that is where the growth is. Once I start thinking that I've learned everything, then I think it is difficult. So
ఓకే. సో చిన్నప్పుడు మీరు ఎన్ని స్కూల్స్ చేంజ్ అయ్యారు, అంటే ఎన్ని స్కూల్స్లో మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ యాజ్ అ స్టూడెంట్?
Preschool or till LKG, UKG, I was in 7th Adventist, Zahirabad. Then I went to Delhi Public School, Orissa. There I was there for a long time. Then I came back to Kottagudam. I did my 9th and 10th over there. Inter first year, second year also I did it over there only. Then I came back to Vikarabad. I did my graduation. Then came to Hyderabad, did my MBA, and then I settled here.
How do you think the real world learning impacted or shaped your Little Sparks Global?
As I told you, ma'am, that I did not have a formal B.Ed or MA to teach. Okay, I was not taught. I did not go in a lateral way saying that okay, 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, 3 + 2 is 5. I did not learn that way. I learned it the reverse way. What all good things that I find somewhere, and how I can inculcate those good things. Always, when I have to implement sometimes, some things, it comes with a price. It comes with a costing. Maybe certain things I'll hold on. I'll say, okay, I think I'll implement these things later on. It has been a beautiful, ups and downs in my business that I've learned. I think first school I brought my break even in 1 year, and then I went to start another school, which again we brought it to break even into 2-3 years. And there I got an opportunity to Capgemini. Okay. That's my first corporate daycare that even Hyderabad would have witnessed. The first corporate. So that's where I went on to start. I think with Capgemini I'm there for last 20 years now. 2017 I got an opportunity to start with Wipro. Then I went on to Wipro to start with Wipro Hyderabad, Kochi, Kolkata, multiple locations. Capgemini, I do almost all locations except one or two.
Okay.
Tech Mahindra, I do Vedanta, BASF, Laurus Labs. I have so many things, but I feel these places are my temple of learning. They teach me what an audit is. They teach me, even they are learning in a way, they are also learning. But what happens is that when someone trusts and look up to you, so your responsibility is more. And they will say, Satish garu repu audit undandi. Audit lo emem points చూడాలి నాకు తెలియదు, because they are more to do with facilities and all those things. But when it comes to childcare, they have no idea. So they'll ask me what are the audit points that, if they come, what are the things that they may ask, or what do we need to present, how do we present. So maybe all these clients have taught me, and I call this temple of learning because every day I learn over there. In a way, I can say that I've been learning and I've been earning and I've been growing.
Okay. So everything is going well with Capgemini and other companies, and then suddenly 2020 COVID happened.
No, even before that, I will say that, every year I have to, it's like, always you have to prove yourself, even though you are a vendor, you are a partner to a client and doing a daycare, every year we have challenges. Like now I operate in around 7 states, 7 states I operate. So all the 7 states, we should know what are the minimum wages that are there over there. And I should do the compliance of that law of that land. I cannot go away with it. Telangana minimum wages is once in a year, but I think Tamil Nadu is twice a year, or Bombay is twice a year, something like that. So Maharashtra minimum wages are different, Karnataka minimum wages are different, Orissa minimum wages are different. So it's so much of interest, more than challenges, I would say. I always look at these as opportunities to learn, opportunities to grow. So I see that these spaces, where everyone looks this as a challenge, I look these places as opportunities of growth. I have to be 100% complying with the laws of the land, give the salaries in time to the staff. I think these are some of the basics or pillars on which we have built the organization Little Sparks Global. We have right now around 75 employees working in different states. So it's been interesting. Clients are never, sometimes, no matter what we do, sometimes they're not happy. So we need to go to that point to understand where they are not happy and why they are not happy. They say, if your why is answered, then how is easy. So I need to understand that why. So I try pitching in to understand ekkada problem undi. So it's every day is like, we do now audit has become something like, it's like what do you say, మీరు లంచ్ డిన్నర్ చేసినట్టు మేము మా దగ్గర ఆడిట్స్ జరుగుతూనే ఉంటుంది.
Okay.
And then they give us some points to a level of audit where in one of the places they asked, I leave my child over to you, Satish, can you assure me the quality of air in which my child is there, is it good enough? So I said, this is your space, this is your corporate, okay, how can I, it is like asking, are you using a good quality of electricity అడిగినట్టు ఉంది నాకు. I felt like quality of air ఇట్లా కూడా ఉంటుందా. It was in Kochi, Wipro. Then I had to talk to the client, ask them that okay, one of the parent had this, and for everything that they raise, we have to ensure that we reply to that.
Right.
We just cannot say that anta ledani cheppalem. So we have to give it proper closure. And they ensured that they put up a machine in the daycare which measures the quality of air, and I think it was kept in the daycare for 1 or 2 days, and then it generated a report which said the quality of air is good. Then we put that in the notice board. It means anta sukshmanga elli check chestaru. I think every day has been a growth for me. Every day has been new learning for me.
So after 2017 mandate, where daycare facilities have been mandated, up to you are the first one to establish daycare facilities.
I was much before that. Yeah. I was much before that into the corporates.
After this 2017 mandate, how things shaped in your LSG?
Every time it looks like, ma'am, I don't know, that's how my destiny is, is there or not, I don't know, but I always feel like, అదే అంటారు చూడండి, ఇస్రాక్లో బిర్యానీ కనిపిస్తే కానీ నోటి దాకా రాదు అని. అట్లా ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఇట్ లుక్స్ వెరీ ఫ్లవరీ అండ్ ఇట్ సేస్ వావ్, దిస్ ఈస్ ద టైమ్ వీ నీడ్ టు డూ. బట్ అగైన్ యాజ్ దే సే, ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ law there is a bylaw. Okay, for every mandate they have given some exceptions.
Okay.
Mandate ఏం చెప్పారు, that you need to have a daycare. But ఇది కూడా దాంట్లో ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంది, that if you cannot, where there are more than 50 employees, you need to have a daycare or have a tie-up within 500 meters from the corporate. That is what the mandate says. So everyone went for or have a tie-up with the nearby preschool. So everyone is not ready to set up a daycare inside.
Right.
Challenges are everywhere. So 2017 వచ్చింది, it was like a bubble. Wow, okay, బాగా అనిపించింది, but again we could not make it. We made it. I will not say we did not make it at all, but we made it not that great as I expected. But again in 2020 we had COVID. So COVID hit and it was like completely, I was like zero. So what I established from 2002, 2003, 4 నుంచి 20 వరకు, it was like, now coming to a zero means again it is like it's very difficult again to start something. But as I say, with every this thing, God has been kind enough, He'll give me a good news also. So this time God gave me another good news, that COVID time andaru, like whomever we were in touch with the parents, everyone, they are all blessed with another child. So, sir, Chintu gadiki tamudu puttindi sir. Sir, Shishtiki chelli puttindi sir. So everyone used to call me and say, I used to congratulate them, I used to talk to them. So I was like super happy that COVID తీసిన వెంటనే we will have double dhamaka. సూపర్గా అన్నీ నిండిపోతాయి. So how I should plan? I was like so prepared for it. But same thing again. That COVID అయిపోయింది, బ్యాక్ టు వర్క్ అన్నారు, మెల్లమెల్లగా పెరుగుతుంది అన్నారు. But that one option of work from home has not been yet removed. So they don't come to office. So now everyone are happily settled in the homes only. So still we are waiting in the corporate that ee roju vastar repu vastar ani. They don't come. They come I think twice a week.
Yeah, hybrid mode.
So monthly they'll come only for 8 days and their question is very valid. నేను 8 days కి వస్తే నేను ఒక నెల ఫీజు ఎందుకు కట్టాలి? Fair enough from their point. But my situation is, I cannot pay only for those number of days the child comes. I cannot pay the salaries. I need to pay them on a monthly basis. Whomever I hire, I have to pay them on a monthly basis. లేదమ్మా ఈరోజు ఆ ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు రాలేదు, సో ఈరోజు మీరు రావద్దండి, రేపు రండి అని నేను చెప్పలేను. దే విల్ కమ్ ఆల్ 30 days, ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ టు పే శాలరీ ఫర్ 30 days. బట్ ఇక్కడ పిల్లలు వస్తున్నారు 8 రోజులు, వాళ్ళేమో సరిగా ఫీజు కట్టట్లేదు. సో ఛాలెంజ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ త్రూ అవుట్ దిస్ జర్నీ, ద ఛాలెంజెస్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ దేర్.
Right.
So we have been working around it. I think that is how we opened up a new door where we said, where are these people? Why are these people not coming? Because these people are in the gated communities. And gated communities, it's like it's a gateway to heaven. అన్ని లోపల ఉంటుంది.
Bubble.
అంతే, అందరి అన్ని లోపల ఉంటుంది. You have supermarket, you have playground, you have everything inside. Daycare also. So now we have come out with a new model where it's just like Airtel or Vodafone, like you pay only that much as you use. So people are loving this model. They say, sir, inka cheppandi deen gurinchi antaru. So we are doing that model and I think we are doing good. So we have just started that. And we are getting good response.
ఇందాక మీరు మెన్షన్ చేశారు, యూ ఎక్స్పాండెడ్ టు కొచ్చి అండ్ అదర్ ప్లేసెస్లో కూడా చేశారని చెప్పేసి మీ ఎల్ఎస్జీని. సో హౌ వాజ్ ఇట్ వర్కింగ్ విత్, అంటే కల్చరలీ డిఫరెంట్ కదా, ఎనీ విచ్ వైజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా బట్ స్టిల్ కల్చరలీ డిఫరెంట్, ఎమోషనలీ వాట్ వర్ ద ఛాలెంజెస్ ఆర్ ఎట్లా ఉండింది వెన్ ఇట్ ఎక్స్పాండెడ్ టు అదర్ సిటీస్?
It was good. Always like my parents come from orthodox background. They say హైదరాబాద్లో చేసింది చాలు, ఇక్కడి వరకు చేసుకో. ఓకే, So, but when I started observing, like, very keenly into the market, I used to see there are brands from Chennai, there are brands from Bangalore, from Karnataka or Bombay, they are entering the Hyderabad city. Now I can't stop other brands from coming Hyderabad. So then what's stopping me from going to other cities? That's the same question that. And we said, let's do it to another city, let's see. And that is how I went on to start with Kolkata. I started. Then we started with Kochi, Noida. It's been brilliantly, we have been doing good, I think now 7-8 years now. Okay. So I feel across India the pattern is same. I always believe that I cannot do what all a mother can do. Okay, I cannot replace a mother. I cannot replace a mother for sure. But I think I can do what all a mother can do.
Awesome.
This is something, a very strong belief that I had. I always have that. When I say what a mother can do, okay, she can feed a kid, I can feed the kid. She can do the nappy change for a child, I can do the nappy change for a child. Can I do toilet training for a kid? Can I do that? Yes, I can teach a child. Can I sit with a child and read a storybook or teach a play with a child? I can do that. Except for that love and affection what a mother can give, that mother can only give.
Correct.
That, except that, I think other things I can always replicate. That is what I believe, and I think this strong thing has taken me across places. And as part of our routine, and more than routine, I would say this is a ritual that we follow, that across India, whichever locations, we give the flavor of that place, we give the food. Like in Chennai, we give idli, dosa, and in Kochi, we have idiyappam, puttu. In Rajasthan, we give them dhokla, roti in the morning. So, Bombay, we give them vada pav, or whichever location, wherever, we have got, they say, be in Roman, be like a, in Rome, be like a Roman. So,
Correct.
we have tried adopting to these things, and we have ensured that we have a 5-meal policy for the children. Okay. Morning breakfast 9:30 to 10. Then we have 11:15 we give them a short break and give them a fruit. And 12:30 lunch, 3 o'clock milk, 5:30 early dinner.
Okay.
As per the scriptures, they say you're not supposed to have food anything. Your body doesn't require any food after the sunset.
Okay.
So we try as much as following with the children also. Our last meal is 5:30.
Okay.
And we give them wholesome food. We don't work on all this Maggi, noodles, all those junk food. We completely avoid. We try as much as a mother will take care of a child and give something to keep feeding every time, very frequently. That is how we keep feeding a kid. Some parents have the habit of, overindulging and, getting, little more than what we give, they try getting it. We try giving it to the kid. So that is from the food perspective.
Okay.
We always say that, we are not just a nanny or, caretaker, service provider, that's it. We go one step beyond that, and we ensure that we do a lot of teaching for the children. We have something called a milestone report. We take care of kids from 6 months onwards. That's the youngest that we take from. So from 6 months to 18 months, we have a milestone report. What all the developmental milestones in a child must happen. Mm-hmm. Then from 1.5 years till 3 years, we have another milestone report. From 3 to 6, we have another milestone report, and 6 to 9 again we have another milestone. It means during these years of growth, what all the developments that must happen. When I say what all the developments, it has to be like development of these larger muscles, what we call as gross motor skills. Then working on these finer muscles of the body, what we call it as fine motor skills. Their language development, their cognitive development, their socio and emotional development.
Okay.
So these are the things that has been given, prescribed by Government of India itself. It is not that I have created something, nothing, it is everything is available. So these things we try working with the children and see how much are we able to match for a child's growth. Maybe end of every month we show the report to the parents saying that these are the things that we could find, and then the parent will say, I don't think so, these 2-3 points, because I don't see that change in a child. So maybe those 2-3 points will work again next month and we will see how the child is progressing. I think that is where our true essence of doing something with the children comes.
Right.
Today when I go to a gated community, my biggest competitor is a caretaker that they have deployed at home. Nannies. And what they do is that they'll give some dal rice and and they'll be happily taking the kids, sitting in the garden, all nannies together holding one child, and they'll be feeding. I always ask one thing: when your stomach is empty, you get a signal, right? I am hungry, right?
Yes.
But when your brain is empty, does it give you a signal? It doesn't. It doesn't, right? That's how the God's creation is. So the first 3 years, I always say, it sets a foundation for the rest of the years. So the more you give, the less. There's a beautiful saying, the neurons, that gets wired, during the first 3 years. So as much information you give, it is good for a child.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in India, we don't do a lot of mental nourishment. We give body nourishment.
Right.
Right? Kaju, badam, pista, everything grinded, morning twice. The child will like nice plumpy, everything with big cheeks and everything. But what's actually are you doing for the brain? If you take the same subject in any other country, okay, if you are there in US or any other country, here I'm not trying to demotivate or I'm not trying to tell. But in other countries, what they do is that you have a child and the child is performing really something in one subject. The parent will come back and tell, rest subjects are okay, that's okay. Let him learn at his own pace. But please, why don't you concentrate on this subject where my child is showing interest?
Okay.
This is in other countries. But here in India, we say that, my child has to perform in all the subjects and he should be A+. And when someone comes at home, they will tell, come beta, sing Johnny, yes, papa, for perform, yes. I always say, he's a child, not your, showpiece that someone has come, show them to them and, okay, come on, 1, 2, 3, come on, show them the demo and then go inside. It is not that way, So, at least I believe I don't know how many years it will take to break that myth.
Yes.
But they want the child to become an IAS, IPS. At that age itself, they will feel that, teach him more. My child is not writing. This is not writing. That is not writing. I will tell every child is unique, ma'am. They will take their own way of learning.
Right.
I always tell the parents that, and I tell openly that, I was not great in studies. But I am touched wood, I am doing good in my life. Okay. If I am doing good, any child will do good. So let's not run around those numbers, number game or ranking game, saying that A+, O+, A++. So let's not work around it. As long as the child is going to go to the school, enjoy, the learning. I think that's more important than the grades. I feel that way. Anyway, for my child, I say, I just ask him 2 questions. You went to school? Yes, appa. Did you enjoy what you enjoyed today? You had fun in the school? Yes, appa. I said, okay, good.
Okay.
So beyond that, he does his homework, and I think every day he falls, every day we have made it a norm for him that he has to go to the park, he has to play, he has to fall, and all his both the legs, you'll find complete bruises everywhere. And every day he falls. First 2 days, I think my wife cried, he's fallen and he got badly hurt. Now, every day he falls and now we are used to it. You tell me which child without falling they have grown big.
They fall.
మనం అందరం పడ్డాం.
Correct.
Right? But ఈరోజు ఎట్లా అయిపోయారంటే పేరెంట్స్ లైక్ టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ పొజిటివ్నెస్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. పడిపోతావు కింద చూడు వాడు పడ్డాడో లేదో కానీ పడేదానికి ముందే వీళ్ళు ఇచ్చే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్కి సో ద చైల్డ్ నెవర్ ఓపెన్స్ అప్.
రైట్.
So I will tell let him fall. I always believe one thing, ma'am. I have to prepare the child for a world where I would no longer be in this world.
Nice. Yeah.
And I think this should be for every parent, not for me. You have to prepare your child so good that he's on his own and he's ready to
Face the
world when you no longer will be there.
Yeah, you keep feeding and then
Nothing
they
happens.
won't be able to face the
Absolutely.
world.
My child did not speak for the first 5 years, and my wife used to 5.5 years till he is not speaking. She always had this and she used to pray all the gods and everything. I was like chill, because I know, and I have been seeing so many children, so I know, and I believe that it will take his time to talk. That's okay. My brother's children used to talk, my sister's children used to talk. He's already 4.5, 5.5, he's not talking. It's okay, that's okay. So that's how I used to tell. I think now he's 7 years old and he's like non-stop. We have to tell him, okay, stop. Okay, I got it, what you're trying to do. So now he'll be like non-stop talking. So every child will blossom at their own time.
Correct.
Just that you have to wait for the child to blossom. So
Right. You said one overwhelming statement, sir. I cannot be a mother, but I can do what all a mother does for a child. That's very overwhelming to hear for all the mothers out there. But having said that, అయినా సరే ఇప్పుడు మీరు టైమింగ్స్ గురించి కూడా మెన్షన్ చేశారు. 5:30 you give your last meal. But I think there is some contradicting things happen at home. So ఇక్కడ చైల్డ్ ఈ టైమింగ్స్కి అడాప్ట్ అయ్యి మేబీ ద టైమింగ్స్ వుడ్ బి డిఫరెంట్ వెన్ దే ఆర్ at home. So how do you manage that? How do you cope up for your kids?
all that I can feed is how much I can feed. I'll do it in the daycare. After that, it is their timetable, their world, their thing. I don't intervene with that.
Right.
Point number 1. Point number 2, in my daycare, the biggest challenge that parent give me is that మా బాబు ఫుడ్ కదా బాక్స్లో ప్యాక్ చేసేయండి, నేను దారిలో ఓలా ఊబర్ వెయిట్ చేస్తుంది, నేను తొందరగా వెళ్ళాలి, నేను దారిలో తినిపించుకుంటాను. We say we don't do that. Immediately there the internal mother comes out for a fight, saying that నేను ఫీజు కట్టాను, మా బాబుదే కదా ఫుడ్, ఇది ఫుడ్ మా బాబుదే కదా, ఎట్లా ఇవ్వరు మీరు, ఇవ్వాల్సిందే. క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దాట్. వాట్ దే డూ, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ మ్యామ్. They'll take the child, sit in a Ola Uber, they'll give some mobile or they'll show everywhere here and there, they'll feed some 2 spoons, 3 spoons, then they will close the box, keep it for 2-3 hours. Right, once the food touches with your hand, with your bare hand, and the saliva, you put it and then you put it back into the thing, the microbes that are there starts multiplying very fast. And after 2-3 hours, when you are trying to feed the same thing, everything looks the same because you can't see that, right? But microbes are so much developed that it is not good for eating.
Okay.
Sometimes they will feed what I have given at 5:36, they will feed it around 9:30, 10:30. By that time, they would have 2-3 times, they would have done something to it. And then they will feed around 10:30, 11, okay? And then the child will puke in the night, okay? And they'll go to the doctor, and the doctor's first question is, "Em tinpichar babuki?" Their answer is always the standard dialogue, ఇది డే కేర్లో చేసిన ఫుడ్ సార్, అది అంటారు. ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ వీఆర్ ఆన్ ఏ ఆన్ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్, మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, ఏం వంట చేసి తినిపించారు, ఏం పెట్టారు మా బాబుకి నైట్ అంతా హాస్పిటల్ ఉన్నారు. నథింగ్ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ హ్యాపెండ్, దే హ్యావ్ డన్ దిస్ థింగ్, దే విల్ నెవర్ యాక్సెప్ట్ దట్. సో వీ సెడ్, ఆది నిష్ఠురం కన్నా అంత నిష్ఠురం మంచిది. ఐ సెడ్, ఐ విల్ నాట్ గివ్ ఫుడ్. యూ వాంట్ టు ఫీడ్, you send that Ola Ubers, feed the kid here nicely how much ever you want, and then you can go. So challenges are everywhere, but as I rightly said, as I was telling that I can't be a mother, I'm like more, I look always from the child perspective. The child, this is right or something is to be given, I will not step back, I will give what is required for a child. And that is how I think a correct mother would be. A mother is one who will also mend the child, also tell the child, also love the child, and also take care of the child.
Correct.
So I think as I told you, I cannot be a mother, but I can do what a tough mother can do. I will do everything for that child.
What is needed for that
What
child.
is actually needed for a child, I will do all those things, and with a lot of love. I do that heartfully, I do that for the child. So that's why many people call me to, have been so many years, they come, they ask me okay sir, enta place kavali day care ki, this, that, when they ask me, I always feel out like, this my child cannot come back and ask, but I need a little space here, I need a little garden there, I need little running around, I need some ఉయ్యాల జారబండ ఇదంతా మా పిల్లలకి కావాలన్నట్టు I ask so much more. They'll say, sir, place ఇంతే ఉంది సార్, మీరు ఏదేదో అడుగుతున్నారు సార్. I will tell
your inner child comes out.
Inner child, like I feel my child needs all those things, because you set up a gated community where each flat is for 1 crore, but for a child a daycare is over here and the playground is somewhere there.
Right.
So I will say it has to be next to each other. The child wants to play, it has to be like, wants to run around and play, he should be able to go run around play. So like that, everywhere we have these challenges to educate people, tell my clients what's required, what's not required.
సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినట్టు ఒక చైల్డ్కి ఏమేమి కావాలి, ఫుడ్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్లో స్టమక్కి బెల్లీకి ఏమేమి కావాలో అన్నీ మీరు ఇస్తున్నారు. బట్ వాట్ ఆర్ యూ గివింగ్ ఫర్ ద చైల్డ్స్ మైండ్?
Food for thought.
Food for thought, yeah.
Ma'am, all our play materials that we procure or what we try teaching them have multiple learning outcomes. So it is not just for the sake of just giving some materials or play materials to them. We do that. And for a little grown up, say for example, ఒక 6 years అయిపోయారంటే, then we do a lot of skill development activities for the children. We have age appropriate activities for the children. For the infants, what we call 6 months to 1.5 year, we have a lot of sensory based activities for them. For 1.5 year to 3.5, 4.5 years varaku, we work on play materials, as I told, with multiple learning outcomes. Same play material will be there. The child learns colors, the child learns eye-hand coordination, the child learns how to hold it and remove all the red ones separately, yellow separately. So the child learns colors, the child learns eye-hand coordination, the child learns pincer grip. Pincer grip is for this finger movements. Motor skills, fine motor skills. So the child learns all these aspects with one material. So multiple learnings from single material. As the child proceeds towards 6 years, 7 years, so we try teaching those subjects what they don't teach at school. Okay, example, abacus. So we teach for the children abacus, and in abacus it's a perfect subject for right and left brain development.
Okay.
Madam, I'll ask you, 2 plus 2 plus 2, how much is that, ma'am?
6.
Excellent. 20 plus 20 plus 30, how much, ma'am? 20 plus 20, no problem.
70.
If I tell you 36 plus 73 plus 89, how much, ma'am? You'll be like little, stumbling for the answer, right, ma'am? And then I'll take it one step further. I will tell you 23 plus 39 plus 63 minus 12 into 4. So you will say,
I give up.
No, I give up. Right? But for a child who does abacus, they will, as your question ends at a jiffy, they'll tell you the answer also.
Right.
Now how this happens is that it's the working of the right brain and the left brain. We teach them the techniques, how it actually, how you learn the numbers. It's again, it is not, it's a way of teaching maths, but again I would say, not a rote way of, how they teach in schools. Abacus is like been there in the market for last 15 years. So I think that's one of the biggest ways, how we can teach maths quickly to the children. We have Vedic maths, so it's again on sutras. Again we try teaching to the children about Vedic maths. Based on sutras, it was 2500 years ago, it was written like, okay, ee sutra meeda idi itla cheste meeki number vastundi, and that is valid even till today.
Okay.
It is as good as oka 100 years tarvata kuda 2 plus 2, 2 into 2 is 4 only. Like that only, these are methods which are already developed. దీనికి రీప్లేస్మెంట్ ఏం లేవు. Unfortunately, we are like late in మన స్కూల్ చదివినప్పుడు ఇదంతా లేదు. But now children need to be taught. This is one of the example that I am teaching, that I am telling you. There are various examples that we tried pitching for the schools, because when I see the schools they teach, still they teach, maths, science, social, Hindi, Telugu, 4 to 5 subjects, right, ma'am?
Right.
I come from a space where I believe that, we should teach children which are not taught in schools. Example, abacus, Vedic maths, phonics, spoken English, handwriting. Ma'am, you tell me which school is now today practicing handwriting?
Slowly they are into typing. Answers, everything is
Exactly.
online also.
Exactly.
What's the point in
What's the point, right? So handwriting. So we have handwriting courses. Then we have robotics for the children who loves, logic and everything. So these subjects, only international schools you will find these subjects.
Correct.
అది మన జొమాటో లేదంటే స్విగ్గీ భాషలో చెప్పాలంటే లాస్ట్ మైల్ కనెక్టివిటీ, లాస్ట్ మైల్ డెలివరీ అంటారు కదా, అట్లా మై థింగ్ ఈస్ టు టేక్ దీస్ స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఇన్ టు ద లాస్ట్ రూరల్ ఏరియాస్ ఫర్ ద చిల్డ్రన్.
Okay.
We have been very fortunate enough that we have very good branded schools that we have been working with across India, and again that's like going up very nicely, where we go around, teach the children, and they're super happy, especially the missionary schools where they cannot afford. Ma'am, there are 3 levels of schooling that I have seen. One is international, one is mid-range schools, like you have schools where normal schools, whichever. So we have last level of schools, they cannot see the ends meet, parents work and పిల్లలు బడికి వస్తారో లేదో తెలియదు. So we have gone to such rural areas where they don't have books and notebooks, they do not have money to buy that.
Okay.
So my vision is to reach out to those rural areas where we should be able to reach out these materials and teach them.
Okay.
And they are like superb on intelligent level. Intelligent level, we cannot compare them with any other international school. So they're so good, they'll just pick anything that you teach, they're ready to take up because the hunger is so much in them.
How affordable is this abacus?
Very affordable, ma'am, very affordable. 1,000-1,500 per annum, 1 year. So now you tell me the cost of living itself in India has gone like anyone normally person who sells idli on a roadside, he'll be making around 20,000-30,000 per month per month. So we sell it to the schools for 1,500. That's like something which any school will just buy it. And again, they don't sell it for 1,500. They will because then we train the teachers and everything. They'll another add 500 rupees, but still 2,000 is affordable for 1 year of their teaching in the school. So it's affordable.
Pretty much affordable.
ఎప్పుడైతే స్టూడెంట్ రెడీగా ఉంటారో అప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ టీచర్ వాళ్ళ ముందు వస్తారు.
Wow.
Okay, and that's very true fact of the world itself. When you're really you need something and you wanted to do something, it can be your own situation also, ma'am. When you really wanted to do something back again, maybe after 10 years, but it has come back to you. For everyone it is the same. That is why in throughout the Mahabharata, he never gave Bhagavad Gita, he never taught Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. He could have done that when they were going to Vanvas, or when they were in the kingdom, or when they were it was all preparation. And when Krishna felt that Arjuna is now ready, that is how he gives that. I believe the whole world is like 90% communication, 10% is only the message. మన జీవితంలో ఎక్కడైనా మీరు చూడండి, 90% is preparing the mind. I don't say that లేదు నేను, and I don't think that I am talking about only Hinduism, or I am just taking one example. But overall, if I have to put it in a nutshell, that always whenever you are ready to receive and you are like eager to receive, that time surely the knowledge will come to you, through somehow it will come to you.
So do you plan to take your daycare model to abroad, maybe international?
Across the globe, ma'am. That is why I have named it as Little Sparks Global.
Okay.
In Hindi I call it as Choti Chingari. Okay, I believe a small spark is enough to light the world. And when they named itself, I was like, even today I feel that the brand will go, because skill development is one thing that that any school will take, any parent will take, anyone would love to take it up.
Right.
Since I have that urge to give them at an affordable price, so I think I am ready to reach across to any country and give that subject to them.
So what message or what would you suggest to your fellow entrepreneurs who would want to come into this field, maybe daycare?
Beautiful field, ma'am. I will tell 100 people like me, even if they come into this, every one of us has business.
Okay.
All of us have
There's no
business.
competition.
I don't fear from competition because what is written for me will, even if crawling, it will come to me. What's written, what is not written for me, నేను ఎంత నేను ట్రై చేసిన, it will not come to me because that is not destined for me. You will not believe, in so many years, at least I have trained 20 to 30, people. Like, when they come, they see my daycare. I have a beautiful compliance process that, we put in place, and, pre-setup, setup. Like, you have called this for an interview, but there's something pre-setup that would have gone, before that. You would have set up the lights, you have doing this is pre-setup, and then the session goes on. Then pack up. After pack up, there are certain things you need to give a closure to, right, ma'am?
Right.
Similarly, in a daycare, we have all these things that we have standardized. And the people whom all I have taught them, okay, I teach them that one is pre-setup, one is operations, the third one is audit. Right, ma'am? And what all the steps involved, I have given them everything. They come to my daycare, see everything, they love it, and they say, sir, ido chala bagundi sir, can I just take a photograph of it? I would say, no, wait, I will send you the doc itself, I'll send it by WhatsApp, but they take a photograph also. They want to compare later on. In edana ivvaleda ani cheppi, they will do a cross check, they will check everything. But trust me, out of 30, none of them has used it after I have given to them. Because what comes easily, they don't value it.
Right.
So I have not seen any of them using, and I think that is where is my benchmark. I have given it to them, ma'am. Maybe next year I have upgraded it, because I have built the system, so I have upgraded it. So that's what I always say, that can they copy it? I would say they can do better than me also. They can do less than me also, but they cannot do as good as I can do it. That's the passion I carry.
Right.
So that's the answer for your question. Can anyone do the same business?
Yeah.
Everyone has an option, and anywhere in India, I think in other countries there's a lot of laws, stringent methods, everything. But in India, there's a huge opportunity for this. I think many people should, come into this field, and they should do that, because India's workforce is going up, women are coming and they're going to work. So when this is all happening in the rural areas, I'm not talking about even the cities. When all these are happening, I think everyone needs a support system. So when this support system is required, I think daycares will evolve. And when the daycares evolve, the people who are in the business will get business.
So you're ready to give franchisee to other
Oh,
parts?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm ready to give franchisee, I'm ready to do the hand holding for them, tell them what, how, what. So we are starting up one in Rajasthan, Gujarat next year. So I think next year, out of 30 states in India, we'll be almost with 20 states next year. In skill development, we'll be almost in 15-20 states. So right now we are operating around 7 to 8 states right now. So my vision is to go to other countries as well, and give this skill development and these things. So
Of course, I wish you all the very best, because the amount of passion and love you are putting into LSG, it's phenomenal, and I really
Thank you
wish
so much.
big heights to you.
Thank you so
and
much,
thank
ma'am.
you so much for being part of our interview and then sharing your thoughts about LSG. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your time. It's really worth it.
thank you so much, ma'am.